And you look back now with what you know now and all the athletes you've worked with at the UFC PI, do you think you would have done anything different in terms of the way you prepared?
I can't even think about it. I knew what to think about it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, why would you spar 8 rounds? Why would you spar 8 rounds? There's no 8-round fights, Forrest. What are you doing? Oh, you're literally just getting slower, Forrest. You're already slow. I don't know, man.
It's again, being a pioneer like you were, there wasn't really a whole lot of guys before you that were operating.
I had the other pioneers, like the Randys and the Chucks, and that's what they were doing. So I figured, it better be tough. I better do what they do.
That's the craziest thing
They're
about
champions.
MMA.
I'm not going to question them.
Boxing had already figured out you shouldn't beat the fuck out of each other every day. They had already kind of figured that out.
Well, and the other thing they've figured out is we would work with people. I would spar with Vanderlei, Chuck, Randy. In boxing, they don't spar with people that are equals. Past a certain point in camp, well, think about it. You know a lot about it. They start, like, is Floyd Mayweather sparring with, I don't know, really good people his level? No, definitely not. He's beating people
good
up.
Boxers, and he's tooling them.
Yes.
Yeah, and
but
I think...
Have you heard of them, though? They're not famous and rich, so they're not the best in the world.
Right.
They're not elite. Whereas you think about, like, a gym... Like our gym, like I'll just use Randy's because I don't want to talk bad about anybody. You're fighting other champions every day.
Right.
Maybe.
Dangerous as fuck.
Yeah, maybe drill together, sure. Learn from each other, roll, wrestle, like control your training.
Mm-hmm. Especially guys that are in the same weight class as you that may someday fight you.
That's awkward, yeah.
Yeah. And there was no guidebook.
Yeah. You know, guys like Keith Jardine and Rashad Evans figured it out. They're like, all right, we already had to fight each other. We'll train together now, so we won't have to do it again.
Right. That is a good move if it works out. The level of guys now it's so extraordinary to see. Like when you see the elite champions of today, you just have this insane level of fighter. It's really, as a person who's been involved in the sport as long as I have, I still never cease to be amazed at the level of talent of these guys coming up. Because some of these guys coming up, they just could do everything. And they could do everything at such a high level, and you're realizing you're seeing the results of kids that started out learning MMA when they were like 5, 6 years old.
Yeah. I mean, I have a personal gym, and I remember Ronda Rousey. We're like, man, she's going to change my bottom line. All of a sudden, I got a mat full of young women, like just training, like legit fighting. I was like, this is amazing. Thank you, Ronda.
Yeah, she for sure changed it. Gina Carano changed it a little bit before her. And people had this idea like, oh, you could be pretty and fuck people up. Like, oh, that's a totally different kind of girl. That's like a superhero, like a real life superhero.
Now she plays it in movies, right?
Yeah.